Hi everyone and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So here we are, we're going to go ahead and get started on the sources. But before we do that, again, I just want to reiterate that when you open this program, it's going to automatically start with you. If you want to change the person that it starts doing the research for, you can just enter their ID number up here in this box and you can go ahead and click go and it'll change this center person to the ancestor that you want to research. So for now, we're just going to come down and I'm going to leave it on everyone. I'm going to leave it on 4 generations, so it's going to be searching 80 years. And we're going to start here with sources. Now this green box here, I can click here or I can do the drop down. And the difference being, if I click here, it's going to highlight everything. And it's going to go through each of these things that are listed below. Find a birth record, find a death record, find a marriage record, or record hints. If I don't click there, I can just come down here and I can say, today I just want to look for birth records. And I can just click that. And so it just makes it a little more detailed for you. So let's go ahead and we're just going to click on everything. And we're going to come over here to the right. So if you read up here on the top, it'll go ahead and generate this list for you. And it says I need to find a death record for Jane Claire Wildner, and that is my grandmother. So here I can click on grandmother, and it's going to show me how I'm related to her. And it'll do that on each person that you pull up. If I click here, it's going to take me over to Family Search and it's going to show me her information so I can start working in her actual in the actual Family Search program and start working on her. And that seems to be a little slow in coming up. I apologize. But here is her information and so I could come in here and start working. I'm going to click back over to find a record. So that is how I look for her information specifically. If I come over here, there are 3 buttons here I want to show you. The first one is fixed. So if I go in and I fix the problem, when I come back, it is still going to be here until I click fixed. And then that will let them know this doesn't need to appear for me anymore. I can hide it, meaning that it's something that I just don't want to work on and I can just ignore it. Or I can come down here and I can click details. When I do, it takes me to this page. Here is her name. I can click here and go into Family Search, just like I did on the last screen. I can click on grandmother, and again, it'll show me the relationship I have to her. And I can click here, and it'll take me over to her record as well. It gives me her information, birth or death. I can fix it here. There's the same check mark that says fixed, or I can hide it. If I come down here, here it says find a death record. Try these steps to find a death record for Jane Claire Wildner. It'll give me record hints in Family Search. It'll do broad searches on popular sites to help me find any information on her. I can go in and start looking through other different websites for information. I can visit a family history center. I can hire a researcher to help me find the information. It just kind of gives you a little bit of direction of where you can go. Down here on General Search, you can click the buttons below to search genealogy websites for records just about Jane Claire Wildner. So if I click on this one, it's going to take me into Ancestry and it'll take me directly there. Let me just click on one for you so you can see. It's going to take me straight into Ancestry and it's going to look for Jane Wildner. And here it has found her and it lets me go in and start searching in Ancestry for her information. So I'm going to go back to find a record. It'll do the same thing for billion graves. It'll take me to Family Search, which we have been doing through other screens that I've just showed you. It'll take me to find a grave if her information is in there. Find my past and my heritage. So those are just quick buttons that'll take you directly to them and not even just into their program, but into the program that has specific information about her. So I'm going to come back out here. And now we're going to go into find a marriage record. So this is my mother's side and this is my father's side. So a marriage record is needed for Catherine Sophia Miller. So if I go to her details page and click on it, same information as for my other grandmother, but here it's just a little bit different. It'll say try these steps to find a marriage record. And so it'll take me places that will help me find that information. And the same down here, I can search Ancestry, Billion Graves, Family Search, find a grave, find my past or my heritage. So it gives you hints. It helps you to see what's missing in your family tree. If I have too much of one and I want to take a look for others, so let's get rid of the death records. I can go ahead and click there and I can say I don't want to work on marriage records. I could click here. Here are record hints. Record hints are what I talked to you about back in Family Search, where there will be little blue boxes to give you information that can be put into the family tree. So if I click on Details, I come here, I can click on this green icon, and it's going to take me over into Family Search, and it's going to show me those blue boxes or record hints that I can put into her record. Sometimes it is the same person, sometimes it's not. As I said, it's just a hint. It's not a specific, yes, this is definitely your person, and so you just want to go through and look. So here it's saying Catherine Miller Michaelis, and it's giving me these 3 hints. I can come in here, show details, and it will pull up all of the hints that she has. So in here, this is obituary, 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 genealogy bank, and obituary. But in there could have been a marriage record or the death record or any of the other information that I was looking for. So again, when I was in Find a Record, it dropped me over here and I came on the right hand side and I looked through these record hints. And I've taught you how to do that back in the Family Search videos. So we're going to go back to Find a Record and I'm going to click back again. I'm just trying to get back to that screen. So that is the Record Hints button. And then here is Find a Birth Record. And so now I could just go through and find birth records. But if you just want to work on one thing at a time, you can just click one at a time. If you just want to see everything that needs to be done, you can just click in Sources. And it will just bring up all of the most current to further out your family tree of things that you can work on. But again, this gets you in your family tree. It gets you moving around through the screens. It gets you comfortable, and you can get in there and start finding this information that is missing from your family tree.